from the California public school system under that. So all we're saying, Mr. Minister, is that the government can see how we can go back to our partners and seek their support for the refurbishing or rehabilitation of the Monrovia Consolidated School System. This was a plan that the community had, and unfortunately, because of circumstances, they were not able to submit it to the president. I believe that it can take our country a long way and help solve in highlighting the negative and the positive. But let us not forget that we are Liberian first and foremost. I'm saying that as somebody who has been head of the press union in this country. That was not so introduced, but during the height of the war, I spent several years as acting president of the press union, and I organized the election and recused myself to put back in place the constitutional order where you have constant, regular election of leaders. My colleague Emmanuel Balo and I led a delegation to Banga during the days the country was divided to meet with President Taylor and his team that created the atmosphere for the journalists, the divided press union, to be unified. And then, of course, we led a charge for the reopening of the roads for journalists to go back and forth. All of those things took place during a very contentious time in our country. But we did that because, first and foremost, we're citizens. I'm calling on you, fellow colleagues in the media. Please check your facts. Please, in your heart, individually and in your collective, let us work first and foremost for our country. If anything breaks out here, it's us who are going to suffer. In fact, there are people who are going to be looking for you because you're a journalist. And I bear a scar on my hand here due to police brutality during those days. So let us first and foremost fact check the information we get to make sure that what we put out there, will be what is right. And I will also urge the government authorities, those who are in government, political leaders, you are head of these political parties, do not encourage actions against the media that will be against the law, that will embarrass our country, that will stigmatize our country. Because we as journalists, we hear about the journalists being forced, and I'm not preaching to the choir here, because you have three branches of government, the legislative, the executive, and the judicial. The media comes forth. This is why we are the fourth estate. We hold tremendous power. What we write, what we produce, what we broadcast, the carry a lot.
They're telling them go to where before they can sleep. But let me say something to you. Hold on, let me say something to you. I said to you, every year they come with the same story. Just the other day, someone said that, when I was in the Senate, as the president of the Senate, Georgia did not put a hand up. My people, in a very soft tone. Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand because every time I put it on, you will be sleeping. So how you see my hand? Mr. President, you will not be.
Wait, you said what's your name?
Johnson me calling from women community.
Yeah, so what you say about this election?
Thank you very much. I will prefer the paper to go.
Who is your paper?
JB.
Why?
Thank you very much. Because one father, the soccer that will take in the company, not small thing.
The suffering?
Yeah, suffering. And secondly, when that paper win, we'll ever to get a job.
How?
Thank you very much. Now the mela the e-power now, saying enter in the care. 6 years, there no job. There no job.
But who the cause?
Who the cause? He not get to the job.
Why you?
From Monday to Friday, 9 to 11. Blaze Radio, they bring talk with the heaven. Ambassador KONAH RUFUS on the mic. For talking points, we go shine the light. Talking point for Blaze we day 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia, we gon' make you sing. We talk the matter, no go high.
Indeed, folks.
Monrovia to every town we get the one.
Let me say good evening to you wherever you are.
The people for the youth, for the whole town. Talking point.
Welcome to tonight's edition of your favorite nighttime program.
Politics, news and truth we bring.
Talking
And
Point.
we gon' make you sing. Ambassador Rufus.
It comes to you from Monday to Friday.
No be for fame. From government talk to streets.
My name is Ambassador KONAH Rufus.
We give you all that. You fit calling, you fit
I'm
talk.
gonna be with you tonight on the program up to 11 p.m.
Listen to power, we go discuss.
We are going to discuss everything about Liberia.
Talk for Blaze we day.
Yeah, this is the platform where we discuss everything about Liberia.
For Liberia, we gon' make you sing.
This is the platform where we speak truth to power.
Talking point for Blaze, where the real talk go. Ambassador Rufus, your voice.
No matter who is involved, right?
Rest we go defend.
And this is where we make all of the best and necessary recommendations.
Oh,
So I'd love to say good evening, welcome to it. Those of you watching us online,
we so tuning
I'd
every
love to say welcome tonight.
point for Blaze, where the real talk go.
It is a pleasure to have you watching us tonight,
Areas progress, we
being with us tonight on the program.
oh,
So wherever you are, however you are joining us, people,
yeah.
welcome to tonight's edition of the program.
From Monday to Friday, 9 to 11.
So there are too many things for us to talk about.
Ambassador.
Yeah, too many things we need to talk about.
Talking points, we go shine.
But as you may be aware, this whole issue of the drugs investigation and brush issue,
Politics, news, and truth.
it is so far the biggest thing right now in the country
Talk the matter, no go hide, no go
that everyone talking about,
to every town.
and there is a need that everyone talking about it.
Break them down for the people, for the youth.
Let me say good evening to the main Manuel Tosia. He said good evening, Ambassador KONAH Rufus. I'm following from district number 6, Montserrat County,
That truth.
where Honorable Enos is changing the lives and narratives of his constituents. And that's what Emmanuel Tosia said. Emmanuel Tosia, let me say thanks for joining us tonight from the Riot District 6. I'd like to say thanks for joining us. So folks, tonight's edition of the program promises to be fascinating.
You they bring talk with the heaven. I'm not
So as you may be aware, many of you may be aware,
talking points, we go shine the light. Talking point for Blaze we day.
state security apparatus
Online every day.
were at private bar today, a private bar entertainment center
Make you sing. We talk
at the Pinsio Joe Bar.
run from Monrovia to every town.
They locked down, they shut down the entire entertainment center
For the people, for the youth, for the whole town.
after its CEO
1907 on
was charged
politics, news,
for
and
facilitating drugs, imported drugs.
make you sing. Ambassador Rufus is sabi the game. He bring the facts. No be
So tonight we're gonna look at some of the issues running this drugs thing. We're gonna look at this drugs thing.
failing. If you talk, you
So just relax yourself.
listen. No one go blind. From politics,
And of course, you are going to have your say as well.
future, we all must trust.
I'd love to say good evening to you. Thanks for joining us, people.
1907.
Those of you watching us online, do not forget you can also tell us where you're watching us from. The same way Emmanuel Tosia did, yeah, you can tell us where you are watching us from, and we will definitely recognize your presence with us tonight on the program, okay? So just go ahead, tell us where you're watching us from, and if possible, while we go through on the program, you can put in your comment. Before opening the full line, you can put in your comment, and definitely your comment will be read tonight on the program. So like we talked about, there are too many things that we need to talk about. But before we go into our talking point, before going to our talking point, we need to give you other updates or some things that have been happening. One of the good news, folks, the government of Liberia announced that, listen, beginning this academic year that is upcoming, the 2026-2027 academic year, those of you that have your kids in public schools, in kindergarten to elementary, your children and your kids you will not pay money to register them. So probably you just take the kids there and they just put their name down, mark their name, their class, everything, they're good to go. So the government of Liberia have announced that there is no fees for registration for kindergarten and elementary school students for public schools. So I think that is a good initiative, And I say, let me say many thanks to the government of Liberia. Thumbs up to the government for the initiative. Yeah, thanks to them. That's a good initiative that I think in my mind is going to help build the foundation of the young people, the kids. Yeah, that's the early learning area. So when they have the opportunity to go to school without any blockage, I think that's a good thing, and we should laud the government for such an initiative. So I think that's a good news. Still in the educational sector, today President Joseph Boakai announced that, listen, the administration of the University of Liberia should fast track the renovation of the campuses of the university, of the state university. Right in the last few weeks, the university have been in the news where those staffs and faculty association of the university, they are called it on the university president Dr. Lady Mapaya to resign. They are raising other issues, including the renovation of the state university. So President Joseph Nima Boakai have ordered the fast tracking of that process. According to the government, there is resources available for the renovation. So as to what making them not to fast track the renovation, not to carry on the renovation, that's something that we are not aware of. But the president will say, listen, you guys need to carry it out. I think that is necessary as well. Let me say good evening to Isaiah Rufus. Yeah, that's my big brother. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, Isaiah. Yeah. So, folks, those of you joining us via radio, you are watching us online in Liberia, I'd love to say the Blaze Cash giveaway is on. So keep putting your transaction, *799 *9#. Put in your transaction, make your number visible. You are playing with 100 Liberian dollars. And of course, tonight is the double night. So whatever amount you win here tonight, you will get it double. When you win 10,000, you will walk away with 20,000 Liberian dollars. So put in your transaction, *799 *9#. Put in multiple tickets to make your number visible in our system here tonight. So yeah, so the issue with the president, that's the University of Liberia, I think that's a good initiative there. And the government of Liberia, I think, yeah, thumbs up to the government of Liberia for such an initiative. Yeah, I think thumbs up. We want to see the implementation, not just for the announcement to be made. We hope that the university authority will implement according to the mandate of the president. Yeah, according to the mandate of the president. Folks, those of you just joining us, we'd love to say welcome. Welcome tonight to the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 90.0 FM. Folks, this issue of the jury tampering case, one of the jurors have come out to speak. According to her, they were compared. Yeah, according to her, they were compared to serve as jurors. They were compared to serve as jurors. I don't know if I should play this for you to listen. So there's Siatanampoli, one of the jurors in Twice's corruption case, has publicly spoken out and made misconduct allegations, claiming she was compelled to serve on the jury against her will. Tanampoli claimed she deliberately boycotted the jury orientation because of her zero interest in serving, but was later contacted at her workplace, compelling her to accept the assignment. She recalled that during the jury selection process on March 12, 2026, judicial staff asked whether she wanted to serve, a request she declined. Tanampoli further alleged that criminal could see Judge Usman Feka warned that anyone who refused to serve could face imprisonment for contempt of court. Yeah, so that's what. But let me play for you, folks. Let me play for you. Yes. Don't worry, we'll still go to our talking point. Yeah, we'll still go to our talking point. But let me play for you to have a listen. Just listen to it, right? Listen to what she said right here. I got it very late, but listen to it. Okay, let me see if I can start it from the beginning and put volume there.
Serve as a juror. I did not just go to serve as a juror.
Yeah, listen to her.
I did not just go to serve. I did not ask to serve as a juror. It is something that was realistically forced on us. I was asked to go for orientation Friday, January 30, 2026. Because I did not want to serve as a juror, I did not go for that orientation. There was a call placed to my office, and I had to go after the orientation. So on March 12th, 2026, I went Akosi for jury selection. It was Councilor Rudolph Johnson who was doing the screening. And so they asked. He asked me my educational level of my education. I said it, where I live, what I do, everything. So he asked me, do you want to serve? I said, no. I don't want to be a juror. We were compelled in the sense that Judge Usman Sakir told us that if you refuse to serve, you will be incarcerated at the Monrovia Central Prison. Ask everybody who was there on that March 12th and March 13th for the selections. People refuse. I remember.
Yeah, so you listen to her. So that's something breaking. Yeah, it's breaking. That's huge allegation there. That they were not wanted to serve as juror, especially for her. She never wanted to serve. But the Judge Usman Feka, threatened them. If you don't serve as juror, you will be by prison. You'll be incarcerated for contempt of court, according to her. Let me say good evening to Elijah Noah Bono. Thanks for joining us, Elijah. Thanks for joining us. So you folks, you listen to her, right? So that's something. It's developing. That developing story. That's developing story. We're gonna to see our best. We reach out and see our best. We can talk to other people concerning that and get more information before we see our best. We can talk about it. But it is a developing story. Yeah, it is a developing story. For those of you just joining us, we'd love to say welcome. Welcome tonight to the Talking Point on Blaze Radio, 90.0 FM. Folks, keep putting your transaction. *799 *9#. The more ticket you put in, the better your chances. Now, folks, let's go to our talking point. Let's go to our topic, right, for today. You know, this thing about the drugs, the drugs burst in our country in recent time. Lots of people have been talking about it, and it started the way it started, where the government announced that they arrested the 19 million at the Roberts International Airport. And the initial steps raised lots of questions. And lots of people were like, no, started to raise eyebrow, including us. which was fair enough based on the suspicion that the government, the suspicion coming from the investigators, especially per their actions. Now, fast forward, while that process was ongoing, another bust about 370 million, approximately. And lots of people names have been coming out. And of course, the president took actions. Now, we saw a video that circulated on social media that those people who had the drugs from Colombia were allegedly making some threats, for which the video hasn't been verified whether it actually came from Colombia or whether they were actually the drugs cartel. But what we know of is that that video was not an AI-generated video. No, the video was real, but whether that people just make those kind of things to send bad signal to make it look that, okay, the government, their hands in it or so forth, right? That's something we did not verify, and we have not verified. Now, fast forward, President Joseph Boakai went and dismissed some folks from the government. And one of those people is an employee, or was an employee at the RUFUS International Airport. Mark Kua, that's Mark Ekon Kua. He was an employee at the RUFUS International Airport. Now, when it reached to this issue, after his dismissal, in recent time, folks, we also saw this issue of the vessel in Cape Mount that lots of people were raising issues about. Why such a vessel will come on Liberian waters and therefore almost a month. Almost a month. But folks, now this vessel have been linked to Mark Ekokua, who was dismissed by President Joseph Boakai from the RUFUS International Airport for his alleged involvement into this cocaine thing. Yeah. Now, this is a communication. Let me see if I can post it on a page on our screen for our people, right? Yes, good. Those of you watching us, it is right on your screen there. Let me see if I can. I want to read it out for our online people, right? I want to read it out. Let me see if I can just open it up. Okay, let me say good evening to KONAH Samson Kun. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I hope I can see it. I can see it clearer, right? So this is a July 13. A July 13 communication he wrote. Hit Mark. He wrote to the Commissioner of the Liberia Maritime Authority. Let me read it out. I'm going to take, yes, I hope that my Abba will allow me to see it, yes, because the writing is a little bit smaller as well. But I'm going to read it out, right? I'm going to read it out for you. I'm going to read it out for you, especially our online radio people. So it said, on behalf, it said, dear Mr. Lai, that's Councillor Lai, which is Councillor Nito Z. Lai Sr., that's the Commissioner General and CEO of the Liberia Maritime Authority. He said, dear Councillor Lai, on behalf of the owners and masters of RB Atlantic, RV IMO number 8502133, flying the flag of, I hope I'm saying this thing clearly. Yeah, let me see if I can take it from this other uncle. Let me see if I can take it from this other uncle. Let me see if I can take it from this other uncle for you. Yeah, folks, keep putting, those of you watching us would love to say welcome. Welcome to the broadcast. I just want to see if I can. Let me see if I can just, I want to do this. Just give me a few seconds, folks. Sorry. Yeah, I want to see it clear to read it out for you, folks. I want to see it clearer. Let me open it from right here. Let me open it from right here. Good. I'm trying to open it right now. Okay, good. Say on behalf of the owners and master of Happy Atlantic, RVIMO number 8502133, flying the flag of Comoros. Okay, that's Comoros. It was very small. We wish to notify you that the said vessel is in distress at sea due to loss of engine performance. The loss in engine performance is suspected to be caused by external obstruction affecting the vessel's propeller. As a result, the vehicle has severely reduced maneuverability and is unable to maintain normal speed. In view of the above, we request that the Liberian Maritime Administration grant the vessel all privileges under the national and international maritime law to berth at the free port of Monrovia or at its approaches and anchorage on July 14, 2026 to attend the external obstruction by supplying drivers and lubricants. Also, we request that you advise all mariners and other vessels to keep clear due to the vessel's restricted maneuverability. Oh, let me say, people should stay away. Thanks in advance for the prompt action as we all endeavor to promote safe navigation, protection of property, and the marine environment. Sincerely, Egon Kua, Madris, and Companies Incorporated, registered agent. And of course, here is CC Sekou Dukle. Send a son to Sekou Dukle, the money, that's the free port of Monrovia. All right. So yeah, that's the communication. That is the communication from him. And those of you watching us, you see his photo right on the screen there, as well as the communication. Okay? Those of you watching us, let me take it from the screen right now. So that means he has a very legitimate connection to the vessel. Mind you, when this issue of the vessel business came out, people that were on the ground, those fishermen in Kidmount, who went and according to them, they entered the vessel. Those guys who were on the vessel told them that they were waiting for supply, according to what the fishermen told the media. That those guys told them, listen, we are waiting for supply. They said they needed food. They were waiting for supply. But one thing that the fishermen said that they were swept from the vessel into the water, and they saw oil and other thing. So, if what those fishermen said, if it is true, it is something to believe, and the communication sent by Mark to the Liberian Maritime Authority, it is contradicting. Because for him, he said, this vessel had an issue. It broke down. In fact, he even told the Maritime Authority to other mariners not to go around the vessel because it's a danger. It's a danger. Now, when forces from the armed forces of Liberia were sent there to inspect to inspect the vessel, what happens? We were told that the vessel left. They ran away in our Liberian way. It's a large. The boat people say it's a large. But they ran away. Investigations now coming up. It shows that indeed this guy who has been linked to this over 300 million cocaine issue is connected to this vessel. The vessel that he said broke down now ran from the armed forces of Liberia. It ran from them. So that tells you that, listen, one thing about this vessel, it was under water for something. And that is what investigators said they are investigating. But folks, we'll go there. I'm taking my time because I want you to understand where we are going. Now, the government of Liberia just announced something, I think around 8 o'clock. They announced the arrest of some people. Let me play for you. Let me read it for you quickly. Yes. Let me just read this for you quickly. All right, folks. Just give me a few seconds. The Ministry of Information. Yeah, let me lay my hands on the Ministry of Information page quickly. I saw that there. Let me read it directly from the Ministry of Information page. For those of you just joining us, we'd love to say welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right. So the ministry said 3 persons arrested linked to Abbey Atlantic vessel. The Liberian government has arrested 3 persons while it seeks international assistance to pursue and investigate a vessel identified as Abbey Atlantic, accused of illegal intrusion into its water space. The Abbey Atlantic was spotted off the coast of Robertsport, Grand Cayman County, on August 1 from Sierra Leone after a registered Liberian agent had made a distress call, alleging engine failure and shortage of food. Reports said as Liberia's Coast Guard attempted reaching out to the vessel, it slowly retreated into the deep sea beyond the current capacity of the Liberian Coast Guard's boats, thereby creating serious suspicions. Information Minister Jeremy Pia said the 3 people, including a dismissed RRA staff, are in security custody, ongoing investigation in connection with the vessel. Minister Pia made the disclosure at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing on Tuesday, August 5, 2026. The Abbey Atlantic vessel anchored in Liberian water and sudden retreat creates suspicion in the wake of the current investigation into major drugs busts in the use of Liberia as a transitional cocaine trafficking hub. Now, so the government have announced that 3 people, although they did not name them, but one thing the government said, one person is a dismissed employee at the Roberts International Airport. The possibility of it being Mark Egon Kwa, there's a huge possibility because he's the one actually linked to this vessel. He's linked to this vessel. He's the one actually linked to this vessel. So when you really look at the trend, we really look at the trend, that shows that this thing has been ongoing. That, let's see, the cartels have succeeded on some instances, or in some instances, in transporting cocaine and other drugs from Liberia, bringing it to Liberia, passing it through Liberia, and going to other countries. Because listen, folks, for a group of people, their first time trying to use a country to bring such an illegal substance, listen, they will not bring 370 million on the trial. They will not bring 370 million. No. One thing they will do is that they want to try, they want to test the water. They'll bring maybe some more first, another one every time they add it up. So for it to reach to a level of 317 million, that tells you how those guys have succeeded over the past time. They succeeded over the past time. But now, fellow Liberians, something that I've observed and for which I want to recommend, and I'm very much sure state security apparatus should take key note of. It's the issue that has to do with entertainment centers. Yeah. Now, almost every one of you maybe that watching us and listening to us might be aware and knowledgeable of this private barrier. It is one of the biggest and most active entertainment centers in the city of Painesville in recent time. It is, or it has been. But listen, the CEO of the company of the entertainment center is linked to it. He's linked to it. So if the allegations against him, if the allegations are true, that means this guy and his colleagues, illegal colleagues, they have been using that entertainment center as a hub, a business hub, for a transaction of illegal substances in the country. Yeah. That means they have been using that. So just imagine, folks, how many of those entertainment centers are into this? It might not be this 370 million, but how many of those entertainment centers are involved into some of these illegal business activities across the country? If a survey is done, what do you think? What do you think? In my mind, lots of entertainment centers will be exposed. And that's the reason why I strongly believe state security apparatus should start to put their eyes on all of the CEOs and owners of various entertainment centers and other businesses across the country. I strongly believe that They need to do that. They need to do that. And let's see. I'm one of those people right now. You know, from the beginning of the whole drugs thing, we're like raising some issues, asking all the hard questions, and we'll continue to do that. But to set a stand of this investigation, I'm one of those people right now. I'm loving it. I am loving it. I'm loving it when we have folks in the government, in the security forces, who are allegedly involved and they are being exposed. I'm loving it. I'm loving it when we have entertainment centers, people using their businesses to destroy the country, and they are being exposed. And listen, one group of people who should give huge credit is the media in this investigation. Because from the beginning of this whole thing, the 17 million thing, the issue of private bar being in the media, from the start, the media started to raise it to this time. And I think the media is playing a very major role in the fight against this thing, or in this investigation. The media is playing a very major role in this investigation. But listen, while we agreed, while we are to set that stand happy, and we want for more people names to come out, right? We want for investigation to go more deeper. With the names of some of those people, like last night, I made mention of that. We have the deputies of the Liberian National Police. We have police officers allegedly using government vehicle, security vehicle, to transport illegal drugs or illegal substance. Illegal substance. Is there a possibility that some of those people who ring over them might be involved? There's a huge possibility. And that's the reason why it is important for this investigation to go deeper. To go deeper. That's the reason why. This investigation needs to go deeper. That's just the reason. But first, let me read you this. Okay? Let me read you this. Let me read you this, right? Just listen. That's a Liberian businessman who wrote to maritime authorities seeking dock privileges for the now fugitive vehicle RV Atlantic 4. Is the sole owner of the company on whose behalf he made the request. Corporate filing reviewing by this newspaper. I'm reading from Africa. Mark Ikon Kwa, until recently Deputy Director for Operation at the Roberts International Airport, is listed as the 100% shareholder of Matrix and Companies Incorporated, according to Article of Incorporation filed with the Liberia Business Registry on September 21, 2018. The filing lists Kwa, recorded there as Ikon Kwa of Marshall Margibi County, as holding all 100% authorized shares of the company, which was formed to engage in fishing, fisheries, cold storage, and related import-export business. On July 13, Kwa wrote to the Liberian Maritime Authority, while I read, as registered agent for the company, identify that correspondence as Matrix Group of Company Incorporated, describing a vessel in distress with propeller damage and requesting privileges to dock at the Freeport of Monrovia. Now, folks, listen to this. You know, these guys who are involved into illegal activities, they always act smart. Yeah, they always act smart. Now, Mark Kua is the owner, 100%, he has 100% right in shares. 100% share. In a company that he formed. According to him, that company is the mission of that company for fishing and cold storage activities, everything about the fish. That is the main reason, according to him, he formed that company. So to import and export fish and things. He is the owner. But listen, when he wrote to the Liberia Maritime Authority, he did not inform them that he is the owner of the company. He gave himself a different identity. He said he is the correspondence to Matrix Group of Company. I'll play you. Let me put it back on the screen, right? Let me put it back on the screen, folks. Those of you just joining us, we'd love to say welcome. Keep putting your transaction, folks. Star 799, star 9. Those of you putting your transaction, keep putting your transaction. Let me put this on your screen quickly for you. Good. This is it. Good. It is right on your screen there. Right. It is right on your screen there. Let me do this. I want to go back to that document to really exactly what those people, why he wrote there, why he put there. Good. Now listen, he said on behalf of the owners and master of RB Atlantic RV IMO. Number, okay, he put the number, the vessel number there. All right, just give me a few seconds. Now, after he wrote the entire communication, at where you can put your name, everything, right? Yeah. he put a sign, Econ Qua, Matrix and Companies Incorporated. Then he said his position is registered agent. That means he's telling state authority that he is the registered agent of the company that he is the CEO of. A company that he is the CEO of. He said, no, I am the registered agent. So that tells you how smart those people usually carry on their things. They carry on their things. How smart they carry on their things. So that shows, first, it shows that, listen, this guy called Ekonkua, he is one of the major person in this thing. Because, listen, he has been using this company that they importing cold storage materials or cold storage goods while they are importing drugs. You remember, folks, during the administration of former President George Weah, the 100 million cocaine issue, what did they tell you it was? We were told And state security apparatus, the government were being made aware that it was cold storage material or goods that are being imported during George Weah time. During George Weah time. Today, we have someone who has a company, a cold storage entity that's heavily linked to the drugs thing, for which a vessel that I believe they have been using, to import and export, that people believe this is a cold storage, that cold storage material they bring in, cold storage things. The vessel came, for which the reason why that vessel came, we are yet to get the correct understanding. But we are being told, fellow Liberians, we are being told that the vessel came specifically for some of those people who are being charged today. You know, definitely now, they will not use the RUFUS International Airport. No, they will not use it. You know, they will not use the, maybe any of those border points. They will not want to use it. So now, their strategy was to use the waterway. To use the waterway and get out of the country. And let's see, they were fully prepared to use folks in the security sector. In recent time, folks at the Monrovia Central Prison were giving food to those people in prison, to those just cartel, to call their leaders out of the country. To call their leaders. So that tells you that those people, they were planning well. They were planning well. You are going to hear that those, especially those two guys that were arrested, you're going to hear that they are not in prison again. No one knows how they might to leave prison. No, how they might to leave prison. And this is where I want to really stress on a little bit. This is where I want to stress on a little bit. With the dangerous impact of drugs in our country, with the danger, I was watching a report on social media about one of the international media. See the way those people, the documentary they did about the drugs on Liberia. The documentary they did about the drugs, the impact of drugs on Liberia. When you watch it, I did not end it, but I felt bad. I felt absolutely bad. I felt absolutely bad. But that should send a message that, listen, Liberia right now, the world, the eyes of the world is on us as to what we will do. We had 100 million cocaine in this country. Nothing came from inside. People went scot-free. One person were not held accountable. One single person. Are we going to see the same thing? The replication of what happened yesterday happened in this case? Are we going to see that? And let me say many thanks to the folks there in Grand Cape Mount. Let me say many thanks to the folks there in Grand Cape Mount. If they were not going to expose that this vessel been on Liberian water for more than almost a month, for the media to run with it, people aren't going to be aware. In fact, this Makwa guy already told the Liberia Maritime Authority that our vessel broke down. So in fact, mariners should not even go around it because it's risky for them. So he make it to look like people should not even pass around it. It's risky for them. But those are strategies of the cartels. And that was one of the reasons when I hear that, listen, we have international partners into this investigation. When the government announced that, I said, kudos. And we need to wait to see. Are there people deeper in the government, outside the government, who are linked to this thing or who are involved into other drugs cases? It is important that those people names come out. And that's one of the reasons that too much speculation. I do not like too much speculation. For us here, we love facts. And that's the reason why this drug, you see, we've been taking our time so much. So much. But one thing that you should be aware of, all the cold storage businesses, some of them, they're not into this cold storage thing. They hardly be on a cold storage thing. Some they're in the entertainment centers. Some of them hardly be in the entertainment centers. And I think it is about time. It is about time that the government open your eyes on those businesses. It is about time. That there's the government, state security apparatus, open their eyes on those businesses. Or else, in the coming years, in the coming days, in the coming month, we will see these things happening more. We will see the importation of these things happening more. So this one should be a test, should be a lesson for the government. But again, with some of the questionable things, with some of the questionable acts that are being seen. For instance, Greco Coleman came out to accuse the media for which he has no proof of. All because the media have been raising issues talking about folks that he preside over. That the possibility he be linked to it. I see, I'm one of those people who strongly believe this investigation should go deeper. Because listen, for a police AG, I know those security agencies and institutions, they give comment. So, who approve the vehicle that those police officers use to transport the drugs? That's a question that the investigators need to find as well. We approve it. The person that approve it, did that person get another approval from someone higher? We need to know. Or the investigator needs to determine that. They need to determine that. So, with the police AG coming out to make some of these regular statements, he doubt himself more. Yes, he doubt himself more. And that is the reason why the government, the investigators, need to go deeper. They need to go deeper. Or else, this issue of the just cartel thing, the investigation, it might not end well. And when I talk about end well, it will end che. It ain't yet. But again, the government announced that the U.S. send people. The Moroccan were in the negotiation to send people as well. So we're going to see what happens. We are going to see what happens. But one thing that I want to say to the government, this just 370 million Justin. It's a trap for the government. It is a trap for this government. Will you allow this thing just go like that and nobody be held accountable? Listen, there's missing people and nothing be done to them, or they are not prosecuted, nothing. That nothing. That vla. Yeah. And that's the reason why some of us have been asking some questions. For instance, Mark Kua was dismissed. Why is it that he was not being maybe arrested so forth to go for investigation? That's the reason we're asking those questions. Although the government have announced that that they arrested 3 persons in connection in the ship, and 1 person is from it's a dismissed official from the Roberts International Airport. So maybe he might be the one. And that's what we want. When people are being accused. Because I do not want to believe the president acted on speculation. I want to believe the president acted on facts. So when, for instance, if the president have evidence, that investigators get evidence to the president that this Makula guy is linked to this thing, and he's dismissed, what happens? What next? That's a question. Those people who are being who are dismissed, what happens? Then, for instance, we saw the charging of the CEO of Private Bar. He was charged. He was charged. He has been charged. But some of these people that were being dismissed by the president, they were being dismissed by the president for their involvement in this just thing. Up to now, they are not being charged yet. What's happening? What's going wrong? So you want to tell me that the state security apparatus did not have the fact when the president dismissed those people? So, and that's where I believe that they had the facts. That's why I want to be they had the facts. And that's what prompted the president to dismiss them. So if they had the facts and the president dismissed them, what happened next? What happened next? You need to take note of these things. And these are issues, these are things that are raising some speculations. Now listen, I leave that thing. Not to covering that thing. Not to covering inside. These are signs that are raising those speculations. And I do not want for the government to allow these things just go scot-free like that. For these speculations to go on and it become reality. No. You really think since the president dismissed Mark Kua, you really at this time, we should all be talking about Mark Kua, maybe he was the one being arrested? No. Because I guess the president have the facts. Those people being suspended, I guess the president have the facts. Are they being charged? Have they been charged? What's holding investigators from charging them? Because I guess they had the facts. They provide the facts to the president, and that's what made the president to dismiss those people. What's happening? It's important that we ask those questions and let those questions be answered. So it's important. Again, like I said, a few recommendations I have right now. Few. Like I said, right? Those cold storage businesses. I'm not saying all cold storage businesses are involved into illegal activities. No. But listen, it is time that the government, police, let's say state security apparatus, open their eyes on cold storage businesses as well. But yeah, you know, there's a saying that says in our Liberian we will say, one apple spoil the entire apple, right? Yeah. We're not saying all of them should be considered the same, but that as beyond them. We're not saying you should go and harass them and maltreat them, other businesses, because there are some people running legal businesses. They have no doubt on their businesses. But listen, there are some of them. You really think the coastal business that Makua say he was involved into or he's involved into, you really think that's Makua one into coastal business and he's allegedly being linked some kind of way to drugs? And that's the reason why the state security apparatus needs to focus, open their eyes on other businesses as well. Entertainment centers. Entertainment centers. They need to open their eyes on them. And other businesses. And other businesses. It is important. If this issue of the fight against drugs will be achieved, aside from this investigation, in subsequent time, we need to look at these things. It is very, very much important. Because people are using businesses. They are using their businesses, having on them some kind of business to do illegal things. Like what exactly we are seeing from Makua, a business. That's what exactly we are seeing. Well, the man say he had cold storage business. It will be good company to be importing and exporting fish. But yet, he's the one linked to drugs. So just imagine the amount of import that guy have brought in this country. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. The amount of things he have imported using his cold storage business. Hiding under that canopy of cold storage business. Just imagine that. Folks, those of you just joining us, we'd love to say welcome. We'd love to say welcome to the Talking Point. Coming right now. I'm trying to get something out. So just imagine that, right? That this guy, say, listen, he having cold storage business, but he's being linked. A ship that, according to him, he was writing on the owner of the ship behalf. He said it broke down. When mariners tried to make their way there, and folks from the AFL tried to make their way there to go see, the ship ran away. They ran away. So this tells you that this guy, he's highly associated with illegal things. And he has been hiding under the canopy of this business. And how sure are we that even the 100 million thing that keep doing drugs, how sure are we that this guy was involved? How sure are we that he was not into it? Because I thought the man business was active, that the man cold storage business was active. His cold storage business was active. You got a drug scheme March, in March it was discovered. March 2022. That's the time it was discovered. That is the time it was discovered. And the main high business, the main business was formed in 2018. So this, it tells you that, listen, people are using their businesses, hiding on the canopy of some kind of business to be importing these things into the country. And this is about time that state security apparatus open their eyes to those businesses. Let's see, even if you open your eyes to even radio station as well. We are not saying radio station, of course. But if you think you want to do that, do it. As long as it can help to fight the drugs. You can do that. I'm strongly convinced that there's no journalist, no media institution can do that. But it's impossible that just cartel, everybody forming radio station now. Everybody forming radio stations. It's impossible people form radio stations in years to come and do some of those things. It is possible. And that's the reason why state security apparatus open their eyes on those things. On businesses. Because people are using legal businesses to do illegal things. It's very important. So folks, those of you just joining us, we'd love to say welcome. The time is 19 minutes down 10 p.m. Let's see how best we can open the phone. That's the whole issue of this drugs thing. With Makua, the shape, his connection. Now he only goes to a business. And he's the CEO. And he lied to the Liberal Maritime Authority that he's just a registered agent. Yeah. Of his company. What do you think? The issue of private bar. What do you think needs to be done right now? What do you think needs to be done right now? What do you make of this whole investigation? So let's hear from you on this whole issue of the drugs, right? Let's hear from you on this whole issue of the drugs. This drugs investigation that is ongoing. Some of you, I know some of you might not be, but have some critical issues you want to raise. Yes, let's hear from you as well. What are some of those things? Some of you might say, okay, yeah, from all indication, the government is proceeding rightly. Express your thought as well. What do you think of what's going on with this investigation? With Makua. It seems that Makua is one of the senior leaders in the justice. It seems that he's one of the senior leaders. He's not Kekele. In the justice. But 07779079070 07779079070. Call us tonight to have your say on the talking point. 07779079070. Call us tonight to have your say on the talking point. Let me take the first caller. Good evening. Okay, just hold it a little bit. Just hold it a little bit. Let me change this call. Good evening.
Good evening, KONAH.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
You are live.
Thank you all. That's for district number 6. My name is Dr. Lomene Saki Jr. Are you getting me?
You are live, Chief. Yeah, go ahead.
I think KONAH, I think the government trying to possible bit, but I think I want to recommend to them. Say I was secretly not real sophisticated. What we do, we should invite other security centers to join up because the case is very heavy. So, they can't who can get the motor carry food, but they deliver people who can carry food. The government should say, on the way like can you see? The way they can be running out food, they can be carrying. Someone not seeing that drugs can be it. Most of the in the team area see body, see big car parking there. Most of the places that drugs can be there. Nobody they use the water, they using water because when I share them and they will pack in that car and carry it, to carry the shit and shit carry it. But I mean so the government should invite or to work on or to bring other together different country, very strong cigarette for different country. They had to get that. And you do it, no, my brother. They can't keep in it. When you want push, when you want rock, you want push, and when I push for them, that everything behind my brother.
All right.
Last thing I want to show. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me take another call. Good evening. You are live.
Yeah, I can.
I'm okay, Chief. What's the name?
I'm Peter MD calling from Sogline.
Peter, go ahead from Soul Clinic.
Yeah, my brother is job in a nine harina. Can't to power me to tomorrow. Local learning I can be there. Just thing was you see them running going to came out as soon as they get late money, you can run go to came out to Bali. So they joy nine harina. When they get to take it slow like oh, but in also all of you will be damaged.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me take a next call. Good evening. You are live.
Yeah, good evening, my dear brother. How are you?
I'm okay, Chief. What's the name?
Anyway, I'm here solution to your junior. Thank you very much for the topic on the discussion.
Yeah, please go ahead.
You have said everything. Amen. You know when you lead with people, sometimes in your leadership, it's not difficulty. You just tell the guy in Mafia guy from 2018. I got been struggling in the country. You know, people been focusing on Nigerian people, Ghana people, all that means that man will do any systematically, but we're looking at President Baka because he can always get ready for the aid. They made us do all the donations to President Baka. They were ultimately let the government. They want to use the government to exploit their evil deeds. But the Bible says what happened in that must come to light. When the Baka said he was dealing with the devil, and the devil don't have no free days. Now I say in the book of Psalms chapter 1 verse 1, say blind the man, we don't stay in the council of the ungodly. We don't even stay in the heat of the kingdom, but a blind in the head of the Lord. The president is your deacon. Then you say the deacon, then you say right call. Now we hear your children need in a boy in a whole issue. We not here here. We can be preaching like law for you alone Allah. My brother, we will use the media. And yet other men, one of the guys who was talking about the point, he said, Bo Ali, they were using media execution yet. They were all the media were using the platform of the media to take the real power. Every day we are affected with a joy issue. For my 31-year-old son, and my cousin brother, they go into the just business. They are consumer. And we started on the issue. On the education sector, I said everything in the college just messed up. I said everything just messed up. Everything messed up. Bro, you know what I tell you? Education is saying in the group language, they say, when you get high, you get hot. That's why you see president, we are a little way to tell the power of the people. Hey,
Okay.
go away. What they iman them? What they pastor them? What they people them? They are prayer was doing end of the day. Pastor employed to the judge. Teacher employed to the
Thank
boss.
you, Chief.
Into the judge.
Thank you.
But you know what happened? We will use the ballot.
Thank you, Chief.
We will use the ballot back. Because they paint is Matthews and the. I'm talking to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. That take others. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Baba.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Shekiro Ba, calling from Justice, a member of Concerned Librarian for Justice.
Please go ahead.
My son, thank you very much. My son, every day we tell you thank you. We the poor people, we the people our children spoil. We got money to send our children Howard University to lead the country. They are children spoil, and today the people campaign. The poor men that were empowered, the naked men, that were empowered, that were better our children's life. That we're not able to afford YFC, that we're paying YFC for our children. They use propaganda against him. That you can draw line to the people that listen to them. They say the 45-year-old man will change things when you get there, your children will not be joking again. Today, all of the men leadership going to 3 years today. Cocaine attack all the nation, our knee, or BBC CM today. They great for the nation today. The son there, the children there. I want to ask the new Palestine. President, we have in power. You ever see a children working in the government? You ever see a family working in the government? That they are responsible government. I want to talk about that again. But let me tell you, my son, when you know Palestine can't in power all the time, bad thing can happen. After in power, we have export our children in the country that BYC say.
All right.
Going on with our children.
All right.
To power cocaine in the country.
Thank you. Thank you. That please going on now, please. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Walk away from your monitor, please.
Yeah, when you DJ Raw on the oil.
You say what's the name?
DJ Raw on the oil.
Yeah, go ahead from Oro.
Joy.
Hello? Okay, let me take the next call. Good evening. What's the name? You are not coming clearly, please.
My name is Lunda said construction.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, this job issue this government has just coming us because that we are issuing as well. The government spoiled the whole abroad for job issue. Since abroad will not see jobs in the country equal to the government. The president and the president want turn coming time. Ah? Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you. 0777907. Call us tonight. 0777907. That's the number to call to be live tonight on the Talking Point. Now, listen, right? This issue of the fight against drugs. I'm one of those people who believe that we should really try our best to depoliticize this thing. Yeah. I'm one of those people who believe that. Because listen, politicizing the fight against drugs, guess what? It can do nothing. Let me take this next caller. Good evening.
RUFUS, how you doing? Good evening to you and any listeners.
Yeah, good evening.
This is probably Mr. RUFUS, photo competition or ethical rule.
Yeah.
So RUFUS, let me applaud the government for stand against drugs. We as a being, some of us are happy, some are against because they are fighting drugs. RUFUS, how would they encourage people who think they are business people? The Trump said the job for 2018. The past government didn't see a day to arrest some of them. But today, people want to castigate the government of fucking drugs. But brother, I can say this for free. It's only if that people want to include the president, so if the president is so mean, they can leave the issue, my brother. President Bonga will prosecute in this country. So these are things. This is the thing that God power for 2023 election. That they drugs were too much in this country. The people want their leadership. You know who can come? Who can come and people? Today, RUFUS, there's no Zimbabwe here. We live on the edge of the world. We know how Zimbabwe was local. Today, there's no parties. These people get us area have been destroyed gradually under the government. So we have to appeal government when they do the right thing. So some people want to feel they want to confiscate the first family. We're not against that. That's when they arrest people, they arrest people, let them go there, let them go there, let them call me. And then they call me, they arrest people, then they arrest a lot of Jews, security power. Could you imagine? You know, the people who are taking the country, today they are being drug issue, and they are being. So this is the issue for the government for control. And thank you to RUFUS for the show. You are doing extremely well, brother.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Say good evening. You are live.
Yeah.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Ishu. I am commonly known as Wycliffe, and I see from Chaplaincy Way.
Go ahead, Ishmael.
If our president is fair enough to fight drugs in this country, today the president's son name have been called into the drugs issue. Why it is that the identical president cannot call upon his son for his son to facing prosecution, for them to ask him why it is. But today the president is arresting other people, taking other people from job, taking other people every day to justice because they are into the drugs business. Why it is his son? He has been called into the drugs business and he cannot bring his son to justice. Look, in this country, if Labrador need to move forward, we need to be fair to ourselves for the country to prosper.
Hello.
Yeah.
This issue of the president's son, right? Who actually involved the president's sons in this just thing?
Okay, you listen to the drug cartel, the Colombian, one of the Colombian cartel.
Okay, you talk about the video all on the social media.
Yeah, the video that were all on the social media.
Okay.
A name was called into it, and today the president's son need to he need to be called for them to ask him why it is they just issue a name and then call into it. That is acting. But they can be beating around the bush, catching other people, prosecuting other people, then he's so relaxing. And even the police director and Gregory Como, they need to disrobe it, they need to call him to justice, then he's facing prosecution as well.
So what Gregory Como did too?
The reason is this, right?
Yeah.
A police officer, one of the police officers, they said that he was the one that they called upon him to for an escort the drugs. And now he said that he was called upon by somebody told him for him to escort the drugs. And who the person that told him for him to escort the drugs? So it's one of the PA, and Gregory Como said that Qatar government official here into the drugs business. That Gregory Como come to vote. Let him call the government official that here into the drug issue.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having your say. Thanks for having your say. Now, folks, before I start taking other calls, right? Before I start taking other calls, this issue of accusing people, making accusation, yeah, when you speak for yourself, right? But I'm one of those people I do not really believe. We just work out and say, oh, the other person is into it, this person is into it. No. Listen, for instance, when there's the issue of private bar business came out, it took weeks. Today, what happened? They see a private bar is arrested and you have been charged. So when names come out, I strongly want to believe investigators want to do their investigation. So in their investigation, for instance, when KONAH name is linked or has something that linked to someone, maybe around the same time they were all interacting. I think in that sense, you say, okay, that call KONAH to hear from him. When they interact, what happens? But in case, with the current investigation ongoing, in case nothing as such have linked the son of the president. So should the president just say, my man, go for investigation? I don't think you'll be fair to him as well. So the investigation must say, Mr. President, your son is linked to this thing. Or Jojo Braga, yes, you are linked to this thing. So you need to come for questioning. So when his name is linked to it, pay the investigation. We're talking about project racing here because one thing, like I said earlier, the issue of that Colombian video, it have not been proven that it actually came from Colombia. It have not been proven that it actually came from Colombia. But again, there's a saying that says where there is smoke, there's fire. But again, that's the investigation. Got to link it. Got to say, okay, this person is needed because this person's name is linked to it. That's the investigation can reveal that. But let me take this call. Good evening, you are live.
Yeah, my brother, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. What's the name?
Yeah, my name is Steve Will, and I call from Ralphie Highway, Chief.
Please go ahead from Ralphie Highway.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. Sometimes too, we have to checkmate, some of those government, let's say, officers and what have you, especially the national police, my brother. Okay. Yes. My brother, on the Ralphie Highway, those guys are terrorizing us. Seriously, my man, those guys are disturbed, especially the drivers. What happened this morning, my man, to the place there, my brother, it was dangerous.
Where? It happened where?
Right on the highway. To a grass on area there.
But did you follow the show? You know what we know the topic we are discussing?
Yeah, yes, sir. I follow you, but I just want to flesh this so that you guys can really know what is going on.
But we don't do that, please. We don't do that. We can be discussing different thing. Then you bring different thing there. Yeah, we'll pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah, but man, good evening.
Yeah, Jerry, how are you?
I'm okay. Guitar.
Yeah, this is Marvin Guitar. Member of the Sierra movement. Thank you very much for the recognition on the air.
Yeah.
The last time when we were on the show, we told you that the president decided to get to some of you people that were angry. We say, oh, wow, how we say so. And how we say the president go to get to the end of the day, they are proof our analysis that we're making that President Joseph Braka, a whole family were get to. Today, they have been confirmed.
Who confirmed it? Who confirmed it?
Oh, the police were there today.
Where?
They addressed the managing director of that private bar.
No, but get away.
Yeah.
I mean, the president did not go a private bar.
Yeah. He don't go there.
The president did not go private bar. The president go no stress. Where that no stress is so now where he was. It was not private bar. So where you coming from a private bar? Yeah, my man.
If you coming out to see private bar and no stress to you that the C category or ghetto. Why the president going to the identical area and when we are in the identical serious drug allegation against some of the government officials. And today have been some of the information that people have been saying on the radio. Somewhere have been true. They say government officials being really identical trust issue in the country. And that's how far or high level of government official in the government they have been dealing with the drug issue. So for me, United Party will play that policy. But let me say this. President Joseph back a whole government official and they betray the trust of the American people. And we journalists. Because Joseph Braka was the last man in the case there for the Liberian people that he was having trust, he have education, he have experience.
But listen, the president is taking action. You see people being arrested, people being charged, people being dismissed from government as well. Before concerning the city. Then you say the president.
I know that you are paying it.
So listen, get away. Yeah. You want the president to grab those people and start chewing their ear?
Okay. All journalists, if you will say that the government that they were accused about giving food to the country, there was no high-level government official was linked to the kind of cooking activity in the country. Okay, even they said that the people were bringing it, they were not arresting the body. Were intelligent in their fault that Liberian image were not damaged that way. They feel they are going to Guinea, my brother. Some people that will live in the country on the drug issue, you will travel to other countries. You will see how Liberia and Liberian are then disgraced internationally. People will check all under your clothes. They say Liberian are carrying drugs all around Africa, yeah, even Europe. Because the first jobs that enter Europe, we get information that the first step of jobs enter UK. This is the reason that international community, they are attention on Liberia. You cannot be doing the kind of thing as a president of the port Liberia, you made Liberian people fall in love with you, they trust you, they have all the confidence that you are going to fight drugs in the country. You made Liberia as a just warehouse. It's a disgrace.
All right.
Embarrassing situation. As United Party supporter, the consent have open and you
thank you, Chief. Thank you.
If you wait for the 2 year and the 2 year foundation is not solid, if the 2 year it will be qualified by people.
All right, mommy. Thank you. Let me tell you another call. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to the Rufus.
Yeah, good evening. What's the name?
Yeah, thank you very much. This is our debut family from the legacy of our president. We are called Otinga and the prime member of Concern Liberian for Justice.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Ambassador Rufus, when we discuss this serious thing in this country pertaining to the drug business, people who may be considered as the local distributor of the cocaine shouldn't just call and say the government is doing well.
No, please. I don't know when you. No, don't tell me listen. You must listen to me. Yeah. Somebody call the president. Yeah. In the person's mind, the government is doing well. For you, when you think that the government not doing anything, tell her why you think the government not doing what you wanted to do. But don't call on the platform and say somebody might not express their opinion. So you want to sanction someone's opinion?
No, I'm not sanctioning somebody's opinion. I'm saying people who seems to be the local distributor of cocaine should not call to say government is doing well. What's the definition of well? What's the definition of well?
The person
government doing well
my brother, the person know their definition. So the person's definition is not your definition.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So the way the person understand well, not how you understand well.
Yeah, I only erect checkpoint for them so that they can come and be like kind of.
That's not checkpoint. You have your say.
Okay, thank you very much. And by the way, you see, a drug issue in this country. Every one of us, we are concerned and we need to be fighting it. No, as the way school is about to open, school administrators all need to put in place the proper mechanism to check the children when they are going to school also. Because when we say we're fighting the drugs, let everybody fight it all over. People will stay there, they forget what they said, when enter that institution, then how can they drugs enter? Everybody they are alive now. All the school form that people be buying, they need to have a clearly written there that when your child or children are suspected of using drugs, they will be expelled. That parent be aware so that fear can get in the children. Then that parent will be telling them because they will just sit down. Ministry of Health itself, they need to get an agent to all the school testing people because the cooking up here has gone deep into our society now. Everybody needs to work out and finding someone away.
All right.
Like what you were saying pertaining to the entertainment center, my brother. Most of those entertainment centers, where you see young people there, they play pack. Like drugs they selling there. We shouldn't miss about it. Where you see the people, the young girls, the young boys, those 15-year-old, 20-year-old, they pack place. Let's say, for example, to my factory. Go and see some entertainment center there, children all what they're selling there and making the children to be all on the quota at night. Eh?
All right.
So now when LDA people when people go to apply effort, somebody will be there to call another B-man and say, my man forgot about our people. So I'm telling LDA, just when y'all go fight their drugs, anybody call any B-man, y'all expose that B-man. It's getting too much in our country. The government have failed the Nigerian people. The only thing we can do that the presidency reason to resign. Thank you.
Our word. 777 Call us tonight to have your say. All the talking point. Let me take the next call. Good evening, you are live.
Yeah, good evening.
What's the name, Chief?
I'm Sakura Chicken, calling from Ominga community.
Yeah, please go ahead from Ominga.
Yeah, I commend the president 100% for the drug issue. He's taking a very good thing. I mean, this drug issue we are talking about is being addressed long thing. But he's the only one that has taken the stand to change things. Had it been that I was selected to be one of those to work with the DEA, I could change things, I would help everything out of the war. And we found different planets to use. Because our children are destroying our children, people who don't know. Because they're talking all this, all that, because they are living by the drug. This is why they are fighting. These people are carrier of the drug. So I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Say. Let me take the next call. Good evening, you are live.
How you doing, KONAH?
I'm okay, Patience.
I'm Patient Gray from Dubai, member of the Concern Librarian for Justice. My brother KONAH, we in serious trouble in the government here. You think what KONAH, why we the audience were behind Gregory Common says you call the media institution that take money for the cartel? Because we don't want for hands to be pointing at your radio station. You getting me, eh? Yeah. When you create room for speculation, definitely you'll receive speculation. Since the mentor has stopped government official involving anything, ever call me. He refused to call me. They were people arrest. They may ever call me. You ever hear me? KONAH as a general, you generate. Go a report. You ever hear me? So tell you that KONAH, the entire government, they involve in anything. When executive, everybody get a representative that involved into anything. The police or represented by Gregory Common in anything. The foreign ministry represented by several persons or ni coming inside. We hear on this small inside. But it's the soldier to tell us, and for them to tell us that somebody in a military score for the people in our ship telling them that the military are coming there 14 in number. The racist Abra. You getting me, KONAH?
All right.
A racist Abra. So the whole government that will put in power that so just cartel. Those are just people. Everybody represent that.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Bishop.
Everybody represent KONAH. Representing the police, they were representing foreign ministry, and the airport men representing the airport, the men that got the fishing company representing the airport.
Thank you. Me take a minute and look. Good evening, you are live.
How are you, Baba?
I'm okay. What's the name?
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Abraham Yuma, and I call from Crystal Police around the Habian era.
Please go ahead.
Member of Concerned Librarian for Justice. Yeah, Baba, thank you. The show is fun, and I really admire the callers. But if somebody is telling me that the president is serious with drug fight, I will differ with that person because the former deputy DEA director, he said, at that time they could keep in and I can't call you. There were just few drugs they were arrested at that time. He said there are people in the government, in the executive, in the legislature, and in the judiciary that are involved with the drug issue. It is all men, President Boga, if you are serious to fight drugs. You are coming to call a boy and say, my son can't hear me. You know, you're talking to me, coming here for you. Who are those people? And the boy going to name, or the male going to name them one by one. If you are sure now, you will call it a book, and we are not going to get here. But I think, in mind, the president get interest in those that are selling the drugs, or maybe he's part of them, as the cartel member say. So, enough
the president will get interest. Then they start dismissing people. They start arresting people. They are indicting people as well.
Okay, thank you. You know why it is like that? Let me tell you, if no people want to do something like this, like there, someone like international price, international people can be trusted. Especially, I'm going to say, you cannot be trusted with drug issues because they are the people sponsored and conspire to fuel drugs into the system of the world.
Or ship on the sea in 6 years time? Did you ever heard one day one of the footballing players, George Weah, he fired anybody for drug case? What is any of doing? Somebody came from the state. When the president announced that, look, everybody in the government need to take drug tests. What happened to that guy? They chased him out of this place.
He was to be a boss. Today, somebody in the corner telling me, what I say down the people. Oh man, let's be serious in the country. They're not they're not being politics into these things. Let all fight these things. Like what the guy was saying, school coming open, they think all in the school. Some of the teachers didn't know about this thing. Some of the professors didn't know about this thing in the school. The way school coming open, for our children not to spoil. They put a child post on the thing in food, our children will eat on campus. Today you see all kind of funny things like what they call brand tar, all kind of things. All those things are drugs.
All right.
Let me put child to take some of the things for the market, all kind of drugs.
Thank you.
You are talking about the entertainment center then. Let me put check the entertainment center, the big entertainment center that can be body. Let me put check it, my brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me take this caller. Gwilling.
What's up?
Gwilling.
Yeah, Kona?
Go ahead, Pascal.
My man, this place is on top. That's difficult tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Chi. Thank you, Chi. Look, for me, I like to remind our friends. I always like to retrospect. The first man who told us that people from all branches in the government were dealing with drugs was the former LGA boss, I think the officer in charge. I remember he said that. Today, President Bwaka government is smelling with drugs everywhere. The guy who operated private bar is being indicted with multiple crimes. President Bwaka was just there a few days. You think why they choose private bar? You must have connection. You think President Bwaka can just go anywhere at any time when there's no connection? We need to think. Let's think and people, my people. Let's think that we are educated people. Let's think beyond the so children thinking. We get all the people including the own, just get no stress. We get all in Liberia. He didn't go there, but he went to private bar. My people, what more do we want to? I hear Kona say, oh, we hate allegation. But Kona, if the government is not, yes,
Pastor.
Yeah.
And those, when you say president went private bar?
Is that when he went private bar?
Yeah.
Recently, when the song was doing what kind of program and music stuff, it was a private bar.
My man, it was not a private bar.
It was a private bar.
Pascal.
And I challenged that. I'm telling you, it was a private bar.
Pascal.
Hey, Chi, my man, I beg you, Chi.
No,
I won't get
I'm not getting fair, but listen, Pascal. Listen. Is that because he get freedom of speech? So he just say anything? No.
Oh?
The president.
Wait.
The president went no stress.
What you call no stress?
No stress and private are two different.
No, that's not true. You messing up. The president has attended 2 different programs. He has attended 2 different programs. The first one was held out of no stress. I'm just talking about the recent.
My
man, I will continue with you. I beg you.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys just want to raise. No, listen. If you want to play your politics, we know that you guys at a certain point in time you want to play politics, right? We know that. Yeah, I beg you. Just hold the line. Okay, he gone off. Listen, we know that you guys want to play politics, but to a certain extent, they should go. To a certain extent. Well, when I was in Liberia, Blaze FM, we are not that far from no stress. Then you call on the platform, you say, no, the president went private bar. Why? It can be the platform. When you see it, we'll make the correction, right? Yeah, let me take this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Peter Council cover under the street light in Lower Johnsonville.
Please go ahead.
An outstanding member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. You know, my brother, the issue of the cookie has become a major complicated situation, you know, for particular government. See, that is why sometimes in like sincerity into it, and your political endeavor is a very much cardinal. These people came to power with lies and see the disgrace that has come to them. They don't even know how to handle it. And the ship, that RB Atlantic ship that was on the sea, that was a vessel that was used as a means of transporting the cookies into this particular country. How would a government, national government, would tell us that we're not aware of that particular ship that spent more than 6 weeks on the ship? They are all aware of that particular ship, but they intended, you know, to blind their eye to it. And when you see sometimes the statement that came from Gogge, I think Gogge just blew everything to us as a Liberian. Because you try from the beginning to cover it out, you came to realize that no way, nothing can be hearing. And that's why he said, and the senior government officials are connected to this particular drugs issue. So that's a reality. If we as a Liberian now cannot analyze this thing and come to realize that every from the executive coming down, from the top coming down, all of them, they are part of this particular cartel. And that's why the drug cannot be fought by the particular government because the government is implicated. The only way the drug can be, and this drug can be fought is I'm turning around, letting everyone go to the pool and dislodge this particular drug cartel from power. Government, executive, and they are all involved.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. If you got here politics, you want wrong campaign for 2029, you run campaign. All right, folks, we are out of time. We can't take any more call. We sincerely apologize. We cannot take any more call. We sincerely apologize. Let me say many thanks to every one of you who put in your calls. Many thanks to you. Those of you watching us online, I'd love to say many thanks to you. Thanks for watching us. We appreciate you. It has been a very wonderful discussion. But listen, this issue of the fight against drugs, when we politicize it, we will not succeed. And one thing I know about the issue of drugs, when it is whoever that make yourself available, it will deal with you. So you guys be politicizing the fight against drugs. You make it to look like it is one group of people. And usually I hear people talking, okay, they did it yesterday, so that's the reason why we're doing it. When they did it yesterday, and it was not right, does it mean that you should do it, you should do the wrong thing as well? Who you think doing it to? Do you think what politicizing the fight against drugs, you really do it to President Boakai? You do it to the entire country. And that's the reason why I do not really get myself involved in this too much politics when it comes to some of these things. That's the reason. That's it. To set their stand, the government is doing well to set their stand. The government is doing well. And we want to see other things happening, where those people will go to court, they will be found guilty, they will face justice. That's what we want. Those are their stand. Okay? So, listen, for a president, for a leader, where people are implicated, security people are implicated, the president fired them, he has suspended them. That means he has the political will. That means he had the political will. And sometimes we hear some of these people who like want to politicize some of these things. Who want to politicize some of these things. Yesterday, this way I see people are saying, don't politicize. But today they want to politicize. No. If we were wrong yesterday, it's wrong today. It is wrong today. What we gonna tell the government? You need to do more. You need to press more. Anyone, let them come out. Let them come out. Anyone, let them come out. Whether it is past government official, current government official, let them come out. That's what we want. I don't think you guys, people want to play politics with this thing. Imagine. See the amount of people that you should go gather to private bar. Just imagine. See the amount of people. You know how many of those people were going at the une for these illegal substances? You know how many people? What other people are going on, they are no more entertainment, they want to entertain themselves. But other people are going at the entertainment center just because of illegal substances. And those people, if possible, they're buying the car in the other place, they're selling it there. We're talking about the fight. And you take politics, you put it into it. It's wrong. It is wrong. And some of you are our leaders. They are not doing anything in this country. Because the way you guys doing it now, when some of your political leaders come to power, they will do anything because I know you will back them. You can buy everything now. Everything you can back it. So they will loot the state and you people will be there bagging them. The same way today, other people doing it, other people bagging them. It's wrong. Folks, let me say have yourself a wonderful time. Have yourself a wonderful time. Join us tomorrow for the Thursday edition of the Talking Point. Join us tomorrow for the Thursday edition of the Talking Point. Until tomorrow, my name is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night from Painesville. Bye-bye. I'm out. All right? I'm out. Bye-bye. All right. Good. Let's go for this one.
Point for Blaze we day 92.7 online every day. Politics, news, and truth we bring.